We have a really big one for you here today because we are surrounded by a sea of custom guitars, and today we're going to be talking all about custom design, custom guitars, different elements, different features, and we're going to show you a brand new set of Select Series guitars that we've created, that I've designed and are going to be available right now on the website. So as you'll see, there's a full set right the way around here, one of every type of emerald, all done on one theme, and I think they're absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to tell you all about those in a little bit. I'm also going to tell you about the competition that we've been running, the custom design competition. We're going to choose another winner. We're going to do that towards the end. But what I want to do right now is I've selected a few different custom guitars that we've designed for stock. And I want to tell you about the different elements and why maybe we chose them and put them together in specific ways. But I was going to just tell you about this one first of all. So, talking about doing this custom design theme, and we haven't done that in a while. And the last one that we did was the special Ohm guitar that we did in 2022 to celebrate 10 years of the X20. And what we did was just looked at some of the really beautiful elements that we have in our guitars, put them together into one theme. In this one, it was this beautiful quilted maple, and we did the fire burst. It was a new burst design that we created, and then we created the Phoenix Orange, which was a one-off color that we created just for this theme. And then this was a limited edition inlay that we did, and it's Ohm writing, ancient Ohm writing. And what it actually says is emerald, and yeah, it's a writing system that was used in ancient Celtic times, and the different lines create different letters. So, and this says emerald. So that was something that we did a little while ago, and it was very successful. There was a lot of interest in it. We created 20 of them just as a limited edition. And they all sold and went to customers around the world. But I want to do a little bit more of that, so we'll talk about that in a minute. But whenever we're building guitars here for stock, we don't just build, generic guitars. They're not just all exactly the same spec. We like to keep them all different. So if you go into the stock section or website, yes, you might find, a black carbon X20, and you'll find the same one again and again. We'll make those in multiples. But we love doing guitars that are completely one-off for stock. So what we do, our process, we go into the 3D builder, we design them there. We use that tool as a visual guide for us when we're designing the guitars to be able to select different themes. Yes, we do have access to the woods and the materials to be able to see them as well, but we just really like using that tool, and it works really well. But what it helps us do is visualize the guitars. So, whenever we're putting together different elements, there's certain things that just really work well. So like this guitar has been designed with the vibrant teal as the center theme, and then the chrome hardware. I think there's something really bright about the teal, especially in the vibrant, and then the chrome just really sets it off. I think the two go really well together. Chrome hardware, and then the silver dots on the fretboard. So, this is about creating a guitar that's very bright, has a very bold statement, and very, very elegant. Then maybe we're wanting to keep something really dark and go for the more dark, subtle, stealthy kind of theme. So, but still with a lot of style. So this is an X10 Slimline, black quilted maple, which is incredible. We've dyed it, and it's got this beautiful black, silvery, and slightly goldish sort of sheen that comes through it depending on the wood grain. And then on the fretboard, we did the inlays in black as well, just keeping that same theme, and then the black hardware. So you can see, you can really set a tone by putting those combinations together. Then when we get into inlay, one of the really nice things that I like is we recently adapted our inlay designs on the website, on the builder, that allows you to have a primary color and a secondary color. So in this case, the primary color is gold and the secondary color is red. And a lot of people really like to use that secondary color to connect maybe to the color on the top or the color on the back and sides of the guitar. So in this case, you can see how, you know, the red dots, it's taking that vibrant red off this Royal Ebony veneer and just carrying it right up the headstock. So it just kind of keeps everything connected, and then the vibrant red on the back and sides. You know, so you can see just how unified that overall design is. Let me see, going through a couple more. Again, teal has been really popular this last while, and I think there's something about teal that just goes with chrome, goes with light colored inlays. So here we've got the white vines with the silver infinity knot, and that teal over quilted maple. Just look at that, and then the vibrant teal back and sides. And maybe the last one I'll show you out of this set. Well, maybe I'll look at these two. Again, you know, just talking about connecting color. So here we've got the black quilted maple. We've done the inlays in white as a bold statement on the fretboard, and then the red roses. I think that looks amazing. So nicely done. And then we've got the vibrant red back and sides. So you can just see how that just really unifies, creates something that's just beautifully designed and great combinations. Or this one, this is the darker teal, so it's teal over the black carbon, and this one is we've got the white stem on the rose, and then this gold rose head matching the gold tuners. I think it just combines beautifully. So it's all about combinations of colors, and that's the great thing that you can do on the 3D builder, and it allows you to visualize all those different colors and designs. And I think it was a game changer for us whenever we were able to have that. Went from, you know, designing something on a piece of paper where you have a list of specifications and you're just trying to imagine it, or maybe use, you know, photographs from previous guitars, but to be able to see it in advance just really helps us, and it helps you guys. So the other thing that I like to do, and going back a few years ago before we had the 3D builder, we used to do the Select series. And if you go back into our archives, I'm not sure if you can find them on the website, but certainly if you Google Emerald Guitar Select series, you'll find some of the old videos and things about them. And I think they've become quite a collector's item. And back then, what we used to do was every month I would put together a set of 5 or 6 guitars, and they would have a unified specification, you know, before we could do all this on the builder. And I thought it'd be nice to bring that back to an extent. Now, what we have done since is our range has expanded quite a lot, and we're not going to do it every month, because, you know, you can custom design guitars, and we know you guys like to do that. But we thought every now and again what we'll do is we'll build a set of guitars. I'll choose a specification, we'll put them on the website, and we'll maybe give you a little bit of a discount on them as well. Because we're doing them as a unified set, we can maybe discount an element in there. So we're going to have a conversation about that after we record the video. So go to the builder and or go to the stock section and find out what that might be. But we'll be able to put a little bit of something on them, and we'll do them as a set. So they're going to be available today on the stock section of the site. So let me talk to you about the specifications. So I'll grab this beautiful X2012 string. And this one, I wanted to keep it simple, but very elegant. So very often when we're talking about our custom guitars, we're talking about the beautiful veneers on the top. But the reality is, we build carbon fiber guitars, and underneath every veneer is black carbon fiber. It's beautiful in its own right. We like the unique elements of the veneers, but to make a set, sometimes it's nice to have everything matching. And the black carbon fiber in itself is just a beautiful stealthy look. So you've got that the wonderful weave. And we put a lot of work into getting these weaves perfect. It's if anybody's ever worked with carbon fiber, you're working with a woven material that's quite loose, and we have to get it perfectly aligned, make it all match, and it's quite a job to keep it right. But the guys do a really great job on it. And we love black carbon, so I wanted to do that and match it with gold, because I've always liked whenever you just take the black carbon fiber and give it a pop of color. So we've got gold tuners, we've got the beautiful gold inlays, and then the black dots. So really quite simple, and it's right across every different guitar in our line. Now there's one or two of them on there that we've actually chosen to leave with black tuners. Most of them have gold tuners, and I'm going to show you this Kestrel because I think this really is a great example of the colors of carbon all working well together. So you've got the black carbon fiber, we've got the black carbon tailpiece, and this has been carved out of solid carbon. And look at the beautiful way that it joins. It goes on to a little joint just right down here. You can barely see it, and it just looks like it's just floating there, not connected. And I really I love how it works. It functions really well, and looks great. So we've got the black carbon, that different sort of carbon look with the satin finished raw carbon. We've got the Graphtec bridge also in black. We've got the Crevo humbucker here with that black finish, and then the black and gold on the fretboard and the black and gold on the tuners. So even the tuners, these Shirtler tuners, have that exact same black and gold theme, black buttons, gold metal. So there's a beautiful example of our black and gold theme, and they're going to be available now. So what we've also done, just to make it a little bit easy for you, if you go to the stock section, go to the filtering options, and we're going to put a filtering option there where you're going to be able to find that set as a custom. Filter them out, you'll be able to see them all together, and see maybe if there's one there that is just right for you. So there's only one of each model, so if you're looking for an X20 in the black and gold theme, you better get in very quick. It's probably going to go very fast. There's some of the models may take a little bit longer with some of the more niche ones, but there's only one of each. So that is the new Select series designed by me. So guys, keeping on the theme of custom builds, we've been running our custom design competition over the last while, and really it's been very simple. All you have to do is go to the website, you go into the 3D builder, you design a guitar, and then click to submit that design. It really couldn't be simpler. We've made a button to put it in there and fill your details out, and we've had a lot of designs coming in. There's been over 300 coming in every week. I think over 300 again this week, and really beautiful designs, and you guys are really putting a lot of time into thinking about the different parameters, and I've loved just seeing how people's minds work. And as I mentioned last week, it's been a really good thing, not just for you guys to engage with the builder, but we get a lot of insight from the information that you guys are sending in, just in what you guys like in color combinations and things, and that influences us maybe when we're building stock or choosing different things. So if we have a look here at all the different designs, there's been so many come in, and I literally just have to sit down and go through each one, and looking at the text that you guys have submitted, and look at this is absolutely beautiful, green themed with the gold marigold stone Celtic knots, and so many different designs, and it's been very, very hard to choose. And I suppose every week I've maybe tried to have my mind thinking in a slightly different way, because we all have different tastes, but I'm trying to think about what might be a variation on the week before. So what I've done, I've narrowed it down into my top picks of the week, and I think there was 12. And if we just go through, I'll maybe just briefly tell you what caught my eye. So this was a beautiful favorite here, teal with chrome hardware, teal on the inlays. This is redwood burl, and this screen's not great, so it's hard to see all the detail, but redwood burl with the gold inlays. I love this. This is tamo ash with a fireburst, and just that fiery look on that crazy tamo ash top is just going to look absolutely amazing. And let's have a look at this one. Now this really stood out to me. So it's got a teal back and sides, and we'll look at it in the full 3D builder here. But it's got the teal back and sides, which just really pop, and then contrasts with this candy stripe Boudouk top. And then the vines in white with the red roses. Just absolutely stunning. Really, really creative design put together. Now, that would be a top contender, but we chose a solace last week, so maybe I'm going to have to choose something different this week. Then this one, you know, just really nice, subtle design. The darker colors there on that top. Beautiful pal dao with that pattern, and then the gold inlays. Then teal, you know, teal really catches my eye. So like this one here with the teal over the quilted maple, and then the emerald inlay with teal on the knots intertwining with the inlay, which is really beautiful. This one again, zircotti, and this, yeah, I mean, this could be a real strong contender. Very nicely put together. So you've got zircotti veneer, you've got amber back and sides, and the amber I think works well with this beautiful pop of lighter wood on the top. Then the inlays done in silver with the white on the knots, and then the black hardware. I think it's just something really, it's dark, it's moody, it's got a lot of character, a lot of detail in it. Very, very strong contender this week. This one, Pau Ferro, I think just beautiful Pau Ferro. It's always nice. Royal Ebony, you know, I chose a Royal Ebony already, otherwise this would be another hot favorite. This beautiful 12 string with the Royal Ebony that's got that kind of black and gold theme, and then we've got the black and gold theme going on with the hardware and the inlays. Again, very similar vibe on this, on that solace. Absolutely stunning with the marigold stone inlay on there. This is something we don't see as much of, and we have Kawazinga, and if you go way back to, like, I guess nearly 20 years ago when we first started doing veneers, the only two veneers that we used were Kawazinga and quilted maple. So right back at that stage, it was a very narrow field of options, but even that felt like it was amazing that we were able to even do that. But this, it has some really beautiful patterns on it. Sometimes gets looked over in terms of a choice, but the way it's book matched here creates a really nice book match pattern. We've got the quilted carbon on the fretboard, and the very nice chrome tuners. So beautiful design, high vibe pickup in there. What is not to love on that? Then kestrels. Well, you saw me talking about a kestrel a little while ago and the beauty of a kestrel. This one, just look at how it's been designed. It's got redwood burl top. It has stunning inlay with the gold with white, and I think the white's a really nice choice as well. Maybe not the first choice that you would think of, but it just gives this bright pop with it. And then we've got the amber carbon back and sides. I think just everything about it, it looks, you know, old world with the redwood burl. Looks like it's got heritage, and it's a very, very modern design. So I love that. I mean, we're going to come back to that. Just let's have a look. 7 strings just look great. Harborica, beautiful inlays, gold, teal again. Teal always stands out to me, and this one. So this is interesting as well. So both of them are vibrant teal, and you can see there's quite a difference between the two of these on here. The reason for that is depends on the color of the veneer. So different pieces of veneer are going to pick up the colors differently. You can get a piece of quilted maple that's kind of got a darker, more goldy kind of color to it. Some of them there's a much lighter blonde kind of color, and that will affect the colors of the actual veneers. So just bear that in mind, that it has that effect. But I love this one here, and this one is what I like about it is it just looks very modern, just very, very sharp. So we've got the teal quilted maple, we've got the vibrant teal back and sides, we've got the lattice design that comes from the marigold stone, and I was up just looking at the Marigold Stone on Monday. Just really, really special place. But that design, I think, just looks so cool. It looks like it's kind of modern, it's ancient, there's something really, really special about it. We've got the gold hardware matching with the gold and teal on the inlays. I think this is a hot favourite. Now, I think I'm going to go with this one for this week. I think it just looks quite different from the other ones. I was looking for a guitar this week that just had a very bright, modern look to it, and I think that really does it for me. An absolute beauty. But here's what I'm going to do this week, because it was a hard choice. I'm going to have 2 winners this week. So we're going to add an extra one into the final draw, and I'm going to go with that Kestrel as well. So outstanding, absolutely beautiful look. 2 very, very different guitars. So we've got a very modern design and something that looks very heritage, very old world, something that could sit as a piece of furniture in a building from 100 years ago and not look out of place. So I really like that. So that's it for this week. 2 winners this week. You'll be contacted by the team. We'll be sending out your pack at the end of the competition, and next week all those designs are going to go in, and we're going to try and somehow, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but somehow I'm going to choose a winner out of the final 5. And yeah, when I started the video I had no intention of having 2 winners, but hey, that's how it goes. That's the great thing about being the boss. You can make the work, make the decisions as you go along. But very worthy. But thanks to everybody that designed. Honestly, it's been really good. And I know there's a lot of people that have maybe put in multiple designs. And feel free to enter the competition again this week. And you never know, it might be the one that catches my eye. I'm not sure what I'm going to be looking for next week, but maybe the tip is something that's a little bit different than the previous winners. That's all I can say. Now, one last thing before I go. I just wanted to thank everybody for all the well wishes for Kim. I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that Kim had been quite unwell. She went through quite a rough time for a couple of weeks, but I'm very happy to say that she's been making a great recovery, and she's back doing a little bit of administrative work from home, trying to ease herself back into the world of Emerald a little bit. But she still has a way to go. But she's really appreciated the messages that you guys have sent in, and that support. So that means a lot to us. So that's it, guys. Custom. What a week of custom guitars. Definitely go into the stock section and have a look at the new theme guitars. I believe they're absolutely beautiful. If anybody wants to make me an offer for the entire set, we can talk. But hopefully they'll find homes right around the world. And the custom builder we talked about as well. You know, go in there if you've been thinking about an Emerald. Go in and just use it as a tool to dream. You know, you don't have to buy anything. You can just go in and enjoy the experience of using the Emerald 3D builder. And and one last thing. If you're not subscribed to us on our YouTube channel, we'd really appreciate that you can do that. It really helps us if we can build our subscriber base, and it's an easier way for us to be able to get that information out to you. So whatever you're doing, have a great week. Make it musical. Play your guitars. Don't just look at them. Play them. Enjoy them. And I'll see you again next week.
Bye.